We're going to emulate that. We're going to follow those instructions, and we will be successful. Zariel is a part of that. I think we're also going to see quite a bit of Onyx. Although Santy on the other side playing with, oh, Mowgli is about to do it already early on in the game, and he ends up falling. Mowgli was too confident in the ability to get the 0 to hero on the left side, like he did against Boomy and Sandstorm earlier today, that he ended up falling and losing that stock. That is a tough way to start, but I think that's also like a good wake-up call early on in this set. Like, it's right at the very beginning. All is not lost based off of this, so you can say, okay, all right, I got a little bit too big for my britches there. I got a little bit too confident after taking out the goats, so let's slow things down and, like, let's slow down. It's time to play some Brawlhalla.
Yeah, that's right. It's how about some neutral? No, that would be quite nice. Right now, BalloonBoy going to be looking for that side sig. Doesn't find it. The D-sig does come out, and that is going to be the stock off the top. UnstoppableGod looking maybe not so unstoppable for that first stock. BalloonBoy currently and Santy holding onto that first stock. Let's see who is going to establish the lead for the respective teams. Santy looking for all these anti-airs with the Neutralite, able to actually find it that time around. Okay, gets knocked off stage. Santy now left weaponless, and instead of focusing on Santy, they decided to go for the 2v1 against UnstoppableGod.
Now they're all split, the blue team kind of congregating in the middle as the red team was split to the left and the right sides. BalloonBoy taken off the top in true balloon fashion. If you take him off the side, that is not allowed. Mowgli, though, over on the edge, trying to play as safe as possible, but knows the blue team was pushing onto BalloonBoy and had to get up to provide some safety, provide some relief. There's a stock going the way of Santy. That's taking out Mowgli, putting Mowgli on the final stocks, but UnstoppableXGod might be there very quickly.
Indeed, but UnstoppableGod just patrolling with the side area, but that is going to be Mowgli taking out one of Santy's stocks, knocking him down to 2 at the moment. And currently, Mowgli also fishing for that side light on UnstoppableGod, not going to be able to find it quite yet. Santy currently just looking for the side light of his zone. Okay. Just waiting, holding onto the ground, looking for the down as well. Blue team slowing down the pace of the game for just a second, but it's still blue team's game at the moment. They have the pace, they have the stock advantage at the moment. And not all that damaged on behalf of Santy, that is. UnstoppableGod, they need to take out that stock now, and they're able to take out that stock now.
Now we have at least an even stock game, but BalloonBoy's got to be careful. He does have the gauntlets, so we'll have to find a way in past some of the longer range hitboxes that Santy has, of course, on the bow, and then XGod has over on the axe. BalloonBoy without a weapon, he's going to be hunting for it, but really he's just hunting for the stock off the top here, going in with those recoveries, the neutral light. They're going to be looking to get this stock off of Santy, but BalloonBoy is going to fall. The neutral light not quite enough to get Mowgli off the right side, doesn't have a weapon that he can throw or use to get back over to the stage, still gets back, avoids the D-sig from UnstoppableGod.
Okay, Santy, okay, looking for that N-sig pickup, not going to be able to find it. BalloonBoy finding the recovery, doesn't find the side light though, and huge neutral light does put him out there, does get that side sig, beautiful stuff. And now everybody is down to the last stock apiece, but red team is definitely damaged at the moment. Mowgli still going to be living that one, making it back onto the stage slowly. BalloonBoy not in the best position. Blue team holding down center stage, and then such a good interruption. That was amazing. UnstoppableGod saving his own teammate from a potential cannon side-to-side string. And now take a look at what's happening. 2v1. BalloonBoy trying his best to make something happen.
That was a nice target swap, getting through Santy and hitting UnstoppableXGod, as UnstoppableXGod is the most damaged in this game. If he has any hope of taking away a stock, the quickest way to do that and turn it into a 1v1 would be taking out this Ulgrim from the blue team. A little bit of a tap there, interrupting Santy just a little bit, but the take off the top there, and blue team is going to take game 1.
Yeah, so I feel like this game started off not so well for that team. That was a pretty brutal opening for Mowgli to lose his first stock that quickly off the top. If that doesn't happen game 2, I think we just might have a bit of a closer match. So we're seeing a lot of Zariels on the screen once again. 2 of them. We got an Onyx. Everybody, you know, staying. Going into this next game, if Mowgli does not lose his stock that quickly in the opening, they did an excellent job coming back as much as they could.
The question is Mowgli going to go for it again? Because I think okay, the first weapon is not a cannon, so it's at least not going to be the first thing that Mowgli goes for. But the second Mowgli gets a cannon, Honestly, I think you try it again, and you just like don't go too sicko mode after. Like you make sure you're high in the air so you can cannon side air back so that he doesn't end up falling below that sidewall on the stage where he can reset his jumps.
Yeah, I love the safe, responsible encouragement that we're giving, which is, hey, if you overextend it off stage, that's fine. Just do it again until it works, and then you get that stock off. That's what Canada does best, isn't it? Right now, Mowgli, though, nice little target swap onto UnstoppableGod. BalloonBoy tried to follow up, just going to hold down the position instead. Both of them going to be stuck in disadvantage, but UnstoppableGod's reverse hitbox on the recovery going to be sending BalloonBoy back off stage. Now Santy looking for a way to cover the ground, looking for the D-Light, backing off, giving Mowgli a lot of respect and neutral. But here's the thing, when you give him that much respect, when you play that much back, he was just like, okay, that's cool, I'll just switch up on UnstoppableGod, that's fine.
They got one stock apiece, split between the two. Blue team's going to spawn back in. They've still continued to take damage. Haven't found these stocks on the red team just yet. Nice follow-up. Somehow that did not take out. The defense of Zariel still holding on. Then they turn their sights onto Mowgli. It's Mowgli. Even that didn't KO. That is a little bit of the lower strength that Onyx has. That signature specifically did get nerfed.
Oh, Mowgli, okay, looking for a huge lead. Wanted that spike so badly. Didn't find it that time around, though. That is going to finally be able to do it on UnstoppableGod, putting an end to Mowgli's first stock. And now let's see, BalloonBoy will be soon to follow. Yes, it will be another D-Sig as well. UnstoppableGod is doing exactly what he needs to, which is close.
Has the axe in his hand, going to be swinging around, hopefully holding on to his second stock for the blue team's sake. Santy's doing a pretty good job. He is still behind everybody else. UnstoppableXGod is going to lose that stock. The neutral signature from Mowgli center stage doesn't KO. UnstoppableGod gets back in the game, has the lance, but he might be getting handled here by BB BalloonBoy. Santy came over, got deleted by Mowgli. UnstoppableXGod might get deleted here. They didn't quite have the positioning to set up that follow-up, but still, a little bit of damage was done. A little bit of fear was put into him as well.
Damage is damage at the end of the day. Even if it doesn't totally add up, hey, listen, it still does something. At the moment, BalloonBoy, okay, looking for a way to land here. Backing off a little bit. Okay, just immediate target swap, missing that D-Light, but huge little nice 2v1 combo. Blue team just maximizing the damage output. Love that recognition for Mowgli. Just capitalizing off of that friendly fire that the blue team had.
Nice grab!
That interruption was optimal. That was amazing.
And it was just the property of that signature to like reach out. It has that dead zone in the middle, so he didn't end up hitting his teammate, could reach out and grab the opponent, sent them off stage, split up the blue team, and it's 4 stocks to 2. Everybody's red. That neutral light picked up 3 different players, every single player that Mowgli could have possibly picked up into the game. There's a side air from UnstoppableGod. That's going to put Mowgli on final stock here, but he's extremely in the red. There are those, I was going to call them angel wings, but they're devil wings because we're talking about the devil Jin sent off the top like we've seen so many Zariel players do this weekend, Dara.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love the usage of that side sig. That is one that I'm still thinking about. That is such a good move in twos. Because of that dead zone that you talked about, because of that little blind spot, you're using it to the best of its ability, which is to avoid hitting your own teammate. It becomes the perfect counter-punish move in a twos setting. Right? It is just built in, and he made very effective use out of it. We've had a very different game 2 than we've had game 1. Didn't start off nearly as poorly as it did for red team, and I gotta say I love their little combo attempts. They covered each other super well whenever either of them were at disadvantage, and I'm curious to see how aggressive they can get off stage.
Well, we're seeing Mowgli start off with gauntlets yet again. The first weapon is not going to be a cannon, so we're not going to see the potential for that cannon string to get the stock in like 5 seconds within the game. But you do see Mowgli initially moving over to the wall, maybe hoping for that edge guard engagement, but now moving over to the right side to provide some relief to his teammate in case the blue team pushes off stage, but they didn't. They just wanted to maintain that main stage control so that the red team would have to come and land back on, and they could deny the landing.
Santy coming back down with the side. Okay, falling back for just a second. Mowgli just setting up the offstage situation and then wanting that stock really badly, fishing for the signature. Didn't connect it and ended up getting slightly punished for it. Nice little juggle setup. BalloonBoy eating a lot of hits here, and now with the edge guard, with the GC side sig. That was amazing. What a clean way to clean that up.
Though these stocks are falling last game and this game, we went from like Mowgli losing stock within the first 10 seconds of the game to taking like over a minute in both last game and this game before we actually saw the first stock fall. Now they're all starting to fall into place, and we've seen Santy actually make the swap over to the Val. This is a classic pick for Santy. Val kind of did fall out of meta just a little bit when they nerfed the sword Insig a little while ago. Before that, the side signature on gauntlets got nerfed, but as we saw yesterday, the Val Gauntlet side signature is far from being useless, far from being non-meta, as people were getting stocks with it left and right.
Mowgli backing off here for just a second. Unstoppable God landing on the platform to safety. Santy setting up with a neutral light. That little combo, that was such good recognition from disadvantage from off stage. Of course, did not transpire into a stock, but the synergy between BalloonBoy and Mowgli just to immediately like switch on. They communicate, telepathically. Right, to be like, oh, okay, team combo time, I got this.
And when they then got hit, they did a good job of splitting so that Unstoppable God could grab at least one of them, but he didn't grab both of them. If they both went high...
That's what zebras do when they're getting hunted by lions, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Okay.
They go at like a herd of zebras and they all split off. So maybe one of them will, get knocked out. Yeah. But not all of them, at least. That's what lions do. They knock out zebras.
I don't know if I've ever seen a lion hunt down a zebra, but I'm kind of curious now.
I feel like that's just like a herd animal thing. Anyways, point is they're doing that effectively, aren't they? I might have also just... No, I'm very confident about this.
Say it with your chest.
Oh, I was going to say that maybe I lied, but no, I was confident about it.
Yeah, just say it with your chest.
That's it. So, one stock apiece. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because at first I was feeling like this is BalloonBoy and Mowgli's game to completely win. I'm a huge fan of Santy, been a huge fan of Santy for a really, 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 really long time. Known the guy for many years. I've played Destiny with the guy. We need to do that. He's not going to hear this, but we need to do that again. I miss playing Destiny with Santy. But we have BalloonBoy and Mowgli on final stocks, relatively healthy. Unstoppable God taken out. It's Santy in the 1v2, does have the sword. This was what I really knew Santy for. Like, Santy's sword was a really good sword. At Santy's peak, he was one of the top swords in the game, definitely in North America. Stuck over on the wall, though. The second he recovers up, Mowgli's there to cover it, and he's done. And BalloonBoy. Mowgli was there to clean it up, and BalloonBoy was there to start things off, doing huge damage, 625, and also grabbing several stocks as well.
Yeah, that's huge. I love the synergy that we're seeing develop between BalloonBoy and Mowgli.
Look at this!
Just following up off of one another. They're splitting off whenever somebody's getting hit. They're covering each other's bases when it comes to like those 2v1 situations. Like they're backing off.
The backstab was so cute! That was so cheeky. I love that. It felt like when you're playing Dark Souls and you're going up against two bosses and then they do that switch. Like there's a big guy and a little guy and you're fighting the little guy and then all of a sudden you get to that threshold on the health bar and they swap and the big guy's in front. That's what that felt like. It's so coordinated. It feels like they know the script of when they're going to do that swap.
I want whatever they have, whatever synergy this is. I feel like that's something I need in my life.
Get a 2v2 teammate who plays with you like BB, BalloonBoy, and Mowgli play with each other.
Yeah, they're doing great at the moment. But currently, BalloonBoy, oh my gosh, getting so aggressive off stage. Santy turning it around, though, with the recovery and the neutral light. Love the fact that Santy came back on to help out his own teammate. Unstoppable God trying to get something started with the neutral light unsuccessfully, gets popped up instead, and the immediate switch up BalloonBoy almost read that dodge, does not matter, going back onto the stage. Unstoppable God stock is also gone.
Oh, charging that one up for oh, never mind.
There was
a spectator, but I believe, surely, was that neutral signature real? I don't know if that was real or not.
Feels like we just switched timelines, didn't we?
We'll have to see the replay. Yeah, I feel like somebody just snapped their fingers somewhere, and we're in the alternate timeline. It's 6 stocks to 4 so far, but BalloonBoy and Mowgli are extremely damaged, and we are also seeing the swap. We initially saw the swap from Santy, and now as Unstoppable God falls and loses stock, put now on final, which is rough compared to everybody else in the game. Also made the switch over to Bryn from the Ulgrim that we were seeing previously.
Yeah, BalloonBoy is just fearless off stage, especially like when he has no weapons. I've seen him go out there, he goes deep, and he's able to get those stocks off too. 4 stocks to 3 at the moment, and this is a very confident lead for the red team. They will have to do a lot to throw a lead like this at the moment, I will say. That being said, BalloonBoy once again setting up that edge guard against Unstoppable God. Mowgli just patrolling the stage, extends with the side light, doesn't get the neutral light, but nice little interruption from Santy.
Okay, Mowgli. Committed a lot. Don't get me wrong, but didn't commit too much, didn't overcommit. You saw how high Mowgli was in the air, so getting back to the stage without using movement options, dude, they're left to right or right to left. 2v1 team combos for this red team are amazing. They're able to just like hopscotch past each other like they're playing leapfrog, regardless of where their opponent is. That side stick was almost absolutely nasty. Missed the hit on it, but followed up, of course. You're seeing the dash landing across the stage. 4 stocks to 1, and it's looking like UnstoppableGod and Santy have been stopped and are going to make their way. If that soft platform wasn't there, I still don't think they would have hit it, but that was definitely the ruiner for them. But they're going to be able to wrap this one up for sure.
Yeah, the combos are just so clean. I would say they
Dude.
just perfectly executed that. Still didn't KO. Not going to be able to do quite yet. Able to get in with the
I don't know what you were
but
going for there.
yeah, you're done.
They cleaned it up so quick, though. But, well, yeah, one thing that you talked about were the BalloonBoy edge guards and how comfortable he was in those offstage situations. Just look at his name. Why wouldn't he be comfortable? He's just floating out there. It's like nothing. That's his environment. That's where he lives. He's a blobfish at the bottom of the ocean. Everybody else falls under the pressure.
That spacing
That's the
was
neutral
incredible. Whoa, I can't believe that connected. That was awesome. Yeah, the N6 came out. He got that stock off. Okay. This